Alex, you're on. They have stopped taking reservations for Cybertrucks at lower prices as they have too many reservations at that level. Really? That's a very odd timing for that. Why? Why would a car company would ever stop taking, money from people? I You don't think that's not why didn't they do it 3 months, ago? Because the reservations have skyrocketed, right? I mean, once you like, when Ford closed the reservations, they closed it at 200,000. They said, hey guys, if we cannot satisfy these reservations beyond the first 3 years, we don't feel comfortable taking these any more reservations because we cannot deliver this truck to a customer who gives us money right now within 3 years. So we're going to stop. Okay. That's a reasonable and good way to do business. But Tesla didn't stop at 200, 300 million or whatever, right? They keep going. So the question is, why all of a sudden they're stopping now, Paul? I'll tell you why. Because they're out of people. And by the way, this is not the first time. Look at some facts, Paul. I really encourage you to look at some facts. And by that, I don't mean Elon Musk's Twitter feed. Look at what happened with Model 3 reservations. There is actually data of how many Model 3 reservations have actually bought a Model 3. There is literally, you can Google this, Paul, like literally right now, drop everything you're doing, and you're going to be a smarter man today. Go and look at what happened to those reservations. Look at how low number of a conversion is for the Model 3. Now, the Cybertruck had much bigger problems with the conversion because it took longer for it to go in production, over 4 years, right? And secondly, the difference in the price promised and the price available is way bigger than with the Model 3, because Model 3 at some point did get to $35,000, right? They did touch that for a few months off the menu. So listen, you can fluff it up all you want, Paul. And like I said, I strongly suggest you either start your Tesla YouTube channel, you'll be very popular. This bullshit flies off the shelf because other people actually believe it. But not with me. I'm very good with data and I educate myself every day. I look at the data, I look at the surveys, I look at the news, I look at different sources. I talk to other YouTubers and other journalists and other people in the industry. I'm much smarter than you, Paul, when it comes to this. I may be much dumber than other things, but then you got to bring some brains to tell me that I'm wrong, because I'm not. And I already told you that. So listen, next time you want to, I'm not going to bring up any more of your points here unless you back it up with some facts, which so far you weren't able to. And I keep throwing facts at you and you keep throwing more poop over the fence. If I want that, I go to the zoo. There's plenty of monkeys here in a Bangkok zoo and they throw poop at me all the time. I don't need it in my chat. So unless you bring some facts, I'm sorry. I'm kind of out of, my patience here. All right. My Sita LA says, Alex, the Cybertruck is already the top EV truck sales-wise. Another bullshit stat. Okay. So first of all, you have to understand, yes, this was inevitable. When you have a cult following and you take 4 years to drum up the business, your first half a year with limited production are going to produce amazing results. There's a bunch of people who will buy whatever it is Elon Musk is selling. Okay. So a lot of them bought the truck, but as you can see, now they're running out. And we're seeing what happens when they running out of people to sell Model 3, Model Y, and Model S and Model X too. The Model S, Model X sales have now gone down. Now Elon Musk says, well, why aren't we just making this as a hobby? But the fact is they ran out of people who want to buy it. And there are other alternatives now that are better than Model S and Model X. And that's what people are buying. So that's, yes, it's going to be right now. And other trucks, Rivian and the F-150 Lightning, like those are essentially the ones that have been around for a while. Rivian is a small company that's not able to, make as many of them as people want. Like they literally can't. And Ford F-150 Lightning has always been a limited production as planned for the first 3 years. And same with Silverado EV. As a matter of fact, they just started delivering them to like regular customers. So yes, when you have this army of people who will buy whatever you said, yes. But let's see what happens over the next, 2 or 3 years. because remember how you guys were like, yeah, but Tesla sells, Model Y is the most sold car in the world, and Tesla makes, more electric, sells more electric vehicles than anybody else. Well, not anymore. Oh, Tesla is fastest 0 to 60. Not anymore. Tesla's the fastest in charging. Not anymore. Tesla's the fastest to quarter mile. Not anymore. Tesla has the longest range. Not anymore. I mean, this is just one more thing that is going to be true for a while, and it's going to be not anymore category. So absolutely, I think the Cybertruck is going to be the best sold EV truck for a while. But at some point, people will realize the impact. By the way, wait until the insurance prices will go up. Wait until there will be Cybertruck owners who need their trucks fixed, but no independent body shop would touch it with a 10-foot pole, and they would have to wait in line for a limited number of Tesla mechanics that are able to work on a Cybertruck, especially on the stainless steel body. I mean, like, wait just a little bit, because we've gone over this already with previous Tesla bullshit. So trust me, they have changed nothing. You will still see the same results. Just why don't you guys look at what happened 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago with the same strategy that Tesla tried to implement? Same person says, do you expect less sales for the Cybertruck in the upcoming months, years? Months, no. Years. So when you mean less sales, I mean, they're not selling that many of them. So no. But I don't see them getting into like serious numbers where they would be able to compete with the gas trucks, right? Especially they can't sell it in Europe. Don't forget, they can't sell it in Europe. Here in Asia, we don't want that piece of shit. Like, I don't like Elon Musk does not understand life outside of like California and Texas, right? Chinese don't really want this, and Europeans will not allow it. So you can only sell so many of them in America, and like I said, you can only sell so many $100,000 vehicles. You can only sell so many vehicles that have very limited repair shops that can work on it. So you know what I mean? So no, I expect them to continue record sales, but it will peak and then it will probably start going down. I would look at the Tesla Model S and Model X probably for what's going to happen. But what I think is going to happen, what probably should logically happen, I don't know. There's no logic here with when it comes to Tesla, is that the sales will drop drastically, and it's because in America. Is because of his endorsement. I mean, he's already become a lunatic, and as you know, there was already a big corporate order that got canceled. So now it's the corporations that are saying we cannot deal with this lunatic. We're no longer ordering Teslas, right? It's already started to happen on that level. People already started saying that I don't want to buy a Tesla because I don't want to give money to essentially Donald Trump or Elon Musk. Or I have other choices. So all of that stuff, I think this is going to come to a finale. And it's going to be, and we'll see what it is. Like I said, either Tesla and Elon Musk is bulletproof. Like Trump proved us that he's bulletproof when it comes like to normal politics. Or we will see that Tesla will suffer some great losses in terms of their sales, like they've already been this year, and probably stock. So that's my prediction. But I've also learned not to predict when it comes to crazy people, right? You can't predict.